and go now.
Hello.
Hello and happy Halloween-ish.
Hi, Boo.
Hello. Boo. It's like we haven't talked, but we have been. So yeah, it's kind of like that. Although happy Halloween, everybody! This is our
Happy
Halloween
pre-Halloween. We were just talking offline, and I was telling you that Halloween is my absolute favorite time of year. And anyone that really knows me knows that
That's when
that's
you're
my
scared.
heart.
It's your heartbeat. That's boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Love Halloween. I won't get into it, but I have the best memories of my dad taking me and my sister out trick-or-treating. It was so much fun. Love it.
I have this memory in Simi Valley way back when dinosaurs roamed the world of walking up Rockdale Street, the street I lived on. I guess I was in kindergarten or first grade, and some older kids throwing eggs at us.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
Yeah. Now we just chase them and throw rocks at them instead. So we have a fun-filled show set up, I think. It is our pre-Halloween show, and my black dog just walked in saying, "Ooh, hello, Halloween. What are we talking about? Candy? What? You can't have any chocolate, dog."
What's your favorite Halloween candy, Miller?
Well, being I'm a snaggletooth right now.
No taffy.
Yeah, taffy. I like taffy. You know what? When you asked me that, it was Three Musketeers bars.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that came into my head was Three Musketeers. However, my absolute favorite candy ever is like my ride or die candy would be the Blow Pop Center. The Blow Pops, they actually make
the bubble gum inside of the lollipop.
Right, and they actually
make specific gum.
Yes, and they make that now.
Oh, they do. So you don't have to have the lollipop to have the gum.
That's one of the reasons why I lost my tooth.
Oh God! Well, there we go. I thought you fell.
I did, but I was chewing gum. I tried to walk and chew gum at the same time.
So you can't walk and chew gum at the same time, apparently.
You are correct. And I was showing a house for one of my agents, and I sent her a text and said, "Tell your customer that if all of a sudden I start not talking very much, let them know why." And I'm like, "Okay, I've got a big hole in my mouth." Yeah. Thankfully, it was on a root canal, so everything's dead there. But I have this giant gaping hole in my face. Yeah, it's lovely. It's great fun. Yes. So, Rachel, you said you had some stuff that you had, and I have some fun stuff that talking about Halloween and some fun stuff. So I want to say, Rachel, take it away.
Well, first, do our little disclosure real fast.
You're right. We probably should.
Especially, and throw in something about we're not lawyers.
Yes, we are not lawyers. We are real estate agents. We stay in our lane. And you didn't hear that or see that, but my cat just came flying in from outside at work 10.
I wish I saw it.
So we are two real estate agents in opposite areas of our great state, and we have opinions and ideas and thoughts, and those are just those. Those are our opinions, thoughts, and ideas, and this is meant as a form of entertainment. And we do recommend that you seek your own legal counsel and definitely talk to a realtor. If it's not one of us, talk to another realtor that you know, like, and trust. And that's very important. One that you know, like, and trust. This is not to be considered as gospel. We are just two people on a podcast enjoying what we do and doing what we love.
There you
So,
go. A lot of it just comes, a lot of our topics just come out of pure curiosity of we have the curiosities, and then we'll call each other and say, hey, I'm curious about this or that. And then that's kind of, that's where we let the topics of our podcast take us, as is where we're curious or what we're curious of. Today, we originally had a guest planned, but as realtors, we are very busy people and our schedules can change at any minute. So we remain flexible. So we have rescheduled Josh Tario for, I think it's November 20th. And he's going to talk to us about being a successful buyer's agent. So we're kind of plugging in some other information. I know you came up with some fun stuff to talk about that are kind of Halloween themed. Yesterday I became curious of, should I incorporate as a real estate agent? Should I incorporate my business? My husband and I have a business, a construction business. We incorporated that business a very long time ago. And I'm wondering, I thought, well, maybe it's time for me to incorporate. And so that was one of my curiosities. So I called up your friend, ChatGPT. He's your friend, not mine. And this is why I want to be very careful. We're not giving any kind of legal advice. We're not lawyers. This is really just questions that I'm asking myself. I did reach out to my accountant, my CPA, and he said, yep, can absolutely incorporate. It doesn't matter how much money you made or not. It gives you shelter in some terms of separating your personal income and your personal belongings from your business for liability reasons. And you also get a whole bunch of great different types of tax write-offs, and it kind of can help you in that way. So those are that was kind of what I was curious about yesterday. So I asked, I researched the difference between an S Corp and an LLC. I encourage people to ask that question. And an S Corp is, from what I gather, and I could be wrong or missing information, but an S Corp is a business in which you pay yourself out of the business. I'm not sure that is the right kind of corporation for an agent, a real estate agent. And then there's also an LLC, which is the limited liability. And that one is the corporation that can separate your personal from your business. Probably the S Corp does the same in certain ways. It gives you professional credibility, makes you look, just gives you more credibility versus being a sole proprietor. You can incorporate retirement benefits. Like I mentioned, the income level does not matter. So a whole bunch of good information that I found out. And so I am going to incorporate before the end of the year. And I will use that corporation for tax purposes starting in 2026. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I found sounds. I don't know enough about this to be. I know enough about this to be dangerous.
You definitely should incorporate, Miller. Most definitely. Your write-offs would be a lot more fun.
Well, it means I could probably go get one of the. That's kind of what I was going to say. Kind of in a weird way, is you've seen real estate agents driving Hummers and what is that? I can't think what it's called.
Range Rovers. There are reasons I can't. I'm not going to say it right. I'm probably going to completely chop it up. But that I saw something to that nature.
It has to do with the weight of the vehicle.
Yes, like 6,000 something.
It's a lot of
pounds.
It's a heavy car.
A big car, and it has to be over a certain amount of tonnage. And so that's why you're finding, you see people in certain businesses, they're driving Escalades and Hummers and Range Rovers. And because it is that class car that gives you a really great tax benefit if you are incorporated. My nose always runs.
And bless you. And it's not so much people being braggadocious with those type of vehicles.
No, it's really like a tax
it's a benefit. Right. I'm not sure how good they are in gas mileage, but nonetheless.
Terrible. And I don't know, it may be that you can write off your gas and your mileage or your car. I'm not sure, but maybe it's the purchase of the car is one thing and then the use of the car is another. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is one of those things that we are definitely not attorneys or we tax consultants,
right.
But it's things that we hear. And I will go out on a limb and say this. Neither Rachel or myself, Rachel lives in an area where they have multi-million-dollar homes, and she can see those down there, and she has those available. I up here in the greater Mojave Desert, few and far between. As we've talked about and made fun of myself, is for every one of my transactions down up here, reverse that.
Flip it around.
For every one transaction down in LA, it takes like 4 up here to equal that, or 4 or 5, depending on what's going on. And that's not being braggadocious or anything like that. It's a simple, interesting fact. And in my not humble opinion, I think that's one of the neat things about our particular podcast is we do live in very, very different areas. We do the same thing, but with very different home prices.
Our markets, as we've said a million times, our markets are so different, and it can take much longer to sell it does take longer to sell a multi-million-dollar home versus homes that are under $500,000.
Right.
And I went to a meeting yesterday, and there were broker opens yesterday, and I got a list of the opens, and they were all homes over $2 million. Yes, it's enough to make your heart go pitter pat.
Right. Or wait, can I do this one?
Oh, see, now that makes me want to kind of shimmy.
Oh, here. Against the wall. Yeah, we live in very different markets, which again, it makes our podcast different than others. In that same interesting thing, I mentioned this to you the other day, is podcasts are getting away from just being vocal, and they're doing what we've been doing for the last year and having faces and being able to talk, and people can see what we look like or when I should shave, because I kind of look like Santa Claus right now, or a ghost. Going, and I totally went off topic. I forgot what we were talking about.
So let me ring it back in. So I mentioned I was at a collaboration meeting yesterday, and the hostess posed a really cute question, which was cute because it was kind of wrapped around, Halloween coming up. And it was, what do you do as agents to reconnect or try or stay in contact with clients who have completely ghosted you? Haha.
I wish I had a bum. I don't. I'm really sad right now. Oh, wait.
This one's go down in the books.
Scott found the sounds. What kind of answers were they getting from that over there?
A lot of, one individual said that and I've done this one time, and I have to admit I did get a good response. It didn't help in the long run, but they did actually respond, is instead of just a text or a phone call, do a personal little video and send it to them. Maybe reach out, maybe if you know something going on in their personal life, like Junior had a baseball game, or family went to Disneyland, or you went out of town to Hawaii, or you were getting a new roof. Like if you know something going on in their lives personally, and this is kind of like sales 101, but we tend to forget the simple things sometimes, is just reach out and for no other reason, hey, how did Junior's baseball game go? Just go more on a personal level.
And make it legit. And
yeah, you really do need to care.
Hey, how was Junior's baseball game? And listen to what they say. You know, I'm going to go off topic again, kind of, is I've been asked a bunch of times, so tell us about your podcast. And our podcast goes for both realtors and buyers and sellers. So that's what I think is fun about our podcast. It's exactly right. Is when a buyer or seller ghosts you, boom, boom, how can an agent reach back out? And you know, it's a great poll question. And when you're watching this, just put it in the comments. Which way? Watching? Probably. I'm not going to tell you. Probably the jack-o'-lantern right there, and that bat, and that whatever that is. Is that pizza? No, it's not.
I thought it was pizza.
It kind of looks like pizza. It could be watermelon. And oh, look, I can't take that call right now. Last train of thought. Oh, when they do ghost you, what's the best way to reach out and talk to them? And yeah, it's a poll question. Which way, as a buyer or a seller, and you decide to get out of the market, how do you want to be contacted? So it
is interesting. I have some buyers that I worked with a lot 2 summers ago, and they were all in. They were ready to do it. And we were looking, and they weren't familiar with the area, and I was helping them understand the area. And I can't remember exactly why, but their plan, they paused, they pressed pause. We were even close to putting in an offer on a house, and they pressed pause. And then during that pause, we had fires. And then all of that was like, ugh, they were like, we're not going anywhere. And then they had some stuff going on with their property that they had to put a lot of attention into. Something came up they weren't expecting. And so, you know, their plans changed. I don't know if it got tabled. I don't know if they decided, oh, we're just going to stay here. We're not moving. And I continued to reach out, and they remained quiet, and it's okay. You know, what would you prefer, Scott? They remain quiet. They text you and say, no need to contact us anymore. Stop bothering me.
My knee jerk is communication is key. Tell me that you've gone with another agent. Tell me you've paused. Tell me something so that I don't spin my wheels. I have a client that they want me to list their house, and I told them up front, I am not going to chase you all day long. I'm here. I'm ready to help you. And every couple of weeks, I'll send them a note. Hey, just thinking about you guys. How you doing? And then I got a text message. Scott, I guess you're too busy to help us. I'm like, wait, what? So I sent a message, guys. No, I'm so sorry. I'm here. Let me know which way you want to go. And find out that we're going to list their house in December. And I was like, I would just communicate with me. I'm going to drop you a note every once in a while, but just communication is key. Is just say who, what, when, why, where, how. Hey, so that was a weird train. Rach, would you buy a haunted house?
Well, okay, I was going to say no, but I've had some conversations with Mark about one of the things I would love to do. And as you know, and anyone else that knows me knows that Mark is a builder. He's a construction guy. And I do have a little bit of a fantasy of finding like an old colonial style house somewhere in the Midwest that needs a full makeover. And I feel like anytime you do that, you might run into a ghost or two.
No, Rachel,
but I actually feel like I have, by accident, lived in a haunted house. So I really don't really enjoy it too much.
They say that 1 in 3, they being I don't know who they are,
The
but
people.
I'll say that it said that 1 in 3 Americans would buy a quote haunted house if the price was right. Another 14% say it wouldn't matter. I was like, interesting. And for me, I'm gonna say I like the supernatural. To me is very interesting.
You don't want to live in it.
Say again.
You don't want to live in it.
It depends on how haunted. Do I have a choice?
Who's here? What's going on?
Right. Do I have a choice in that? Now, Rachel, there's a you probably know it, the Stagecoach Inn Museum.
Love it. So fun.
Long
It
running.
does come up as one of the haunted places in California, right?
It does.
Uh-huh.
And perfect for fun and local folklore.
It's 2 off-ramps away from me.
So it sounds like it's a party at the Stagecoach Inn Museum.
I love it.
I wonder if they're doing anything for Halloween.
I'm so glad you just reminded me, because I keep telling Mark I want to take him there. Tomorrow would be a perfect day to do that.
I agree with you. Now, going back, staying on the Halloween thing, the law in California, deaths within 3 years must be disclosed.
Correct.
Beyond that, answer truthfully when questioned.
Correct.
And that's civil code, blah, blah, blah. 1710.2.
You are correct.
Is where that comes in.
And I would always ask. I
get asked regularly if anybody's ever died in the house. And that is one of my first questions I ask when you text me.
You keep freezing in the funniest looking faces.
That's great.
Like one was like this.
Well, I love that.
And then it was like this.
That's great. That'll probably be the clip on that we show up on there. I just read something the other day on, I don't know where I read it. There's somebody in the Midwest who they have their house and it looks like it's on fire. And it looks like it's on fire. And they turn on their decorations and people start calling 911. So it looks like their house is on fire. It's a big colonial house.
Ooh.
And all the windows are on fire. I'm like, whoa, that would
love it.
I would call. What is that road over there? The old pass road. Halloween every year, somebody shimmies up a tree and puts a hanging skeleton.
Where is this?
On the pass road over there between Simi Valley and what is that? Valley Circle? That windy road.
Oh, Box Canyon?
Box Canyon. There we go.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it hangs down there. First time I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah. So the other interesting thing that I just read this morning, vandalism is up 27% more on Halloween.
It's true. A bunch of hoodlums out there causing problems.
27%. That's a huge number. Obviously, that's not a Ridgecrest number or a Thousand Oaks number. That's a national number coming from, where did they come from? State Farm.
Don't smash people's pumpkins. I hate that.
I would agree with you. The other crazy one, fire risk. Yeah. Average of 832 homes catch fire, with decorations being 47% of the cause with Halloween.
Believe it.
And that means like a candle in the pumpkin. That's a decoration.
Not a candle in a pumpkin. It would be like the things hanging, and like Halloween decorations are so flammable.
That's
a pumpkin's wet. A pumpkin is not going to burn in flames.
Maybe. What if they put like a
No.
No. Oh, well, maybe. What is that? Down in your neck of the woods, Ventura County Sheriff has a link that you can go to, Ventura County Sheriff, and has a Halloween link on how to be safe down there. And I'm sure that would work for just about everywhere you're watching this podcast, whether it be in
that.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you write that down? The other interesting thing that's happened this week is, sorry, I want to go back and find that. I'll talk about that later. The Fed, yeah. What?
Well, Okay, so haunted house. Have you, when you've been as a realtor and you're looking at houses, if you're by yourself, have you encountered a haunted house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Me too.
I will very brief. I'll do as brief.
But we're superstitious.
Tracy and my wife and I went down to a house in another town, and as people may or may not know, my wife is visually impaired. And I said, "Hey, Trace, why don't you wait right here? And I'm going to go make sure the house is clear." It was in a questionable area, and it's been known to have squatters and stuff. So I went in and I cleared the house. Tracy was standing outside of the house by a window, and I came back out, and she goes, "I'm going in that room." I'm like, "What?"
She's going in that room?
Yeah, she was standing in front of a window.
Okay. And
she kept getting pushed. And there was a handprint on her back where she was being pushed from.
Oh.
We walked in that room. We walked in the room and it was ice cold. She walked in the room, it was ice cold.
Why did you go in?
Oh, I did. And when I went in, it got warm. And then I told whatever was there that this was unacceptable behavior, and it warmed up. And I said, "You can't touch her anymore. Don't do it." So it warmed up. We walked around the backside of the house, and she got pushed again when we were in the living room. And I said, "What part of that wasn't clear? Don't touch her again." And she didn't get touched again. It stayed warm. It was creepy.
See, now if that were me, there'd just be a cloud of dust behind me. I'd be so far gone. There'd be like a Rachel size hole in the wall. Just out.
He'd be like, I'm trying to find
I don't hang around for that.
Is this a Rachel?
That's scary. I don't like being scared.
Yeah, that house was definitely, as soon as I walked in, I was like, something's up with this house.
Yeah. Any other fun Halloween statistics before we wrap this up?
The national zombie foreclosures are down 3.25% in fourth quarter 2025.
What are zombie foreclosures?
I'm not telling you. No, that is the definition of a zombie listing is stale, 45 to 60 days on market.
Oh,
that is a zombie, and that's when you really need to do something to kick up the activity.
45 to 60 days on market.
Yep, which is interesting because that covers a lot of the houses right now.
I was just thinking we got a lot of zombies out there. Right? I was thinking we might have to adjust that a little bit.
Well, and Ventura County, the median price in Ventura County is $845,000, and it's 55 days on market.
Yeah.
And Thousand Oaks, 1.3 million or 1.03 million, 52 days on market.
Yeah.
And the Crest median is 295 with 34 days on market. It's definitely interesting when it comes to that.
Yeah.
In the last couple of minutes here, we did see, was it yesterday, that the Fed did drop interest rates a quarter point?
Yes.
I talked to several of my lenders today, and I said, "Hey, does that mean everything's going to drop?" And they said, "Uh-huh, sure."
They said, "Yep."
Yep. It's not going to happen.
You bet.
And I'm like, "Wait, what do you mean?" I was playing silly with them. I'm like, "What do you mean? They dropped it, so that means it's going to go down, right?" And they did this when I said that out loud. Not that, they did this. I was like, "Wait, don't laugh. What's that mean?" They said, "Scott, their interest rates are affected by that, but not today or tomorrow. It may be a couple of weeks down the road. However, even with that Fed drop yesterday, interest rates still edged up a little bit."
They did. I just checked. It's 6.33 right now.
Yeah, and there are some mortgage companies. Yeah, they go up and down, and that's another reason why you should definitely enlist an agent.
Well, I reshared our podcast on Facebook yesterday that we did with John Watawa back in April, and he reached out to me and said, "Hey, let's get some let's help some people. He was able to finance quite a few people this past month under 6%.
They're definitely out there, and that's one of the benefits of like using John or anybody, not anybody, but using
private mortgage lender versus a bank.
Right, absolutely. And like, unlike, and the following is an opinion, and that is only my opinion. When you're using a bank, the bank people get paid regardless if they close a deal or not. But the mortgage brokers, not at a bank like John or anybody else that's a regular mortgage broker, they don't get paid unless the deal gets done.
Right.
So they have more of a vested, it's more invested for them.
Absolutely.
The right word. So Rachel, we've now hit 30 minutes. So how do people get a hold of you?
Well, before I answer that, I want you to go into your ChatGPT and ask the question, how many pounds of candy does our nation purchase for Halloween each year? Something like that. I want to know. And then we'll wrap it up just for funsies.
Does the USA eat or buy? Eat.
Ugh, buy. I think buy is how's anyone going to know about the eating?
Buy for Halloween. HOLLOWEN. And my BFF is now thinking. And
well, is thinking you can get a hold of me at my email, rachel@gratishomes.com. My website is rachelmoreno.gratishomes.com. What does it say?
It's still loading, but I just saw a couple of numbers. I'm like, wow. And it is computing weighted candy per pound. I don't know if I want that. Okay. It's estimated 2025. County. Wow.
You said your favorite candy was Milky Way?
Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers.
Get it right. Right.
Well, I'm sorry. I knew it was one of those because, yeah. And so I love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
The short answer, 600 million pounds of candy in the U.S. each year. Why? That's a solid.
Just for Halloween?
Yes.
I believe it. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of candy. It's
Americans will hand out roughly 600 million pounds of candy. That's the dentist police. Chocolate being pricier than ever. More folks are.
Oh, look! Somebody's watching. Pat Hunt, Milky Way for me.
It's Patty Hunt. Hey, Patty Hunt.
Hi. Thanks for playing.
Can't stop laughing.
Come on, Miller. We gotta wrap this up.
I know. Chocolate being priced than ever. More people are pushing gummies than ever before.
Noted. I think I'm going trick or treating this year.
Yeah. Why is my face so red?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it Pat? How do we pronounce with the T on the end, with the E on the end? Like Pat?
It's Patty.
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 Do you know Patty? Is Patty your friend?
She is. She's my friend.
Aw, nice to see you, Patty.
I'm
Milky
selling her
Way.
house
I'm going to send you a Milky Way. How do people get a hold of you, Miller? And we'll say goodbye.
They send me pumpkins. No, don't send me pumpkins.
It doesn't smell like pumpkins anymore.
Stop it. Yeah. I needed a good laugh. Anyway, I can be reached at 760-264-3501 or sellingridgecrest.com or sellingkern.com or sellbakersfield.com or either of those .coms. Or just like that. Or I'm pretty reachable. So with that, we will say goodbye, good night, and happy Halloween. And
happy Halloween.
And That's your ringtone, by the way.
Is it?
Not
You don't
telling.
hear that. Let's say goodbye.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
I'll see
Until
you on
next.
the other side, Miller. Bye-bye.
Yep, take care, everybody.